All right, NBA World, we're back. Welcome to a new episode. My name is Brennan, and we're talking NBA again this week. Date is January 20th, 2026. Already almost through the month of January. And there's some big news yesterday. First and foremost, Jimmy Butler went down with an ACL. Look, it's torn. Confirmed really early. Within the night, it was confirmed. They were the last game of the night, so he must have tore this. 8:30 West time, and they knew by 10, 11. I woke up this morning, they'd been out. Prayers up to him. He was in incredible spirits. For a 36-year-old, he just blew his knee out. Incredible spirits from Jimmy. Man, everyone's saying this might be his last game. We'll talk about what the Warriors might do. But 2 finals, 3 Eastern Conference finals appearances. Was it 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA? One of the best defensive players in basketball. First ballot Hall of Famer without a doubt. Shout out Jimmy Buckets, man. I hope it's not his last game, but I think the reality of it is it might be. Tear your ACL at 36, man. Nothing's guaranteed. He's going to have to probably work really hard to come back if he wants to play again. So that kind of leaves the Warriors, who we were about to talk about them, I promise. They've been turning around. They're 24-19 now. They were starting to enter that pack of that top 7 teams. They're top 2 through 7. They were right on the outside looking in. Only a couple of games back with 3-4 months left. This is such a big blow. I mean, Jimmy was just such a good compliment for Curry. There might not be a better compliment at that position. And that skill set just fits Curry so well. The basketball intelligence was so high on that team. Really a shame that Butler's hurt, but Warriors got to move, and they got to move quickly. Fix my hair. Apparently, they want to shop 36-year-old hurt Jimmy Butler, and I was like, who wouldn't if you could? But I don't see anyone trading for him. Jimmy's getting $56 million next year, $50+ million this year. But $56 million next year. I think his contract was like $110, if I remember correctly, or something like that. Jimmy's got a lot of guaranteed money owed. It makes everything interesting for the Warriors because no one's gonna trade for Jimmy. No one in the right mind would trade for Jimmy right now. Maybe the Mavericks if they really want to move AD that badly. I guess Kuminga's in the lineup. Kuminga, you're back in the rotation, I should say. Not Kuminga, you're back in. I guess this will probably be the reason they don't move Kuminga. They don't move JK. Yeah, Warriors are screwed, man. This might officially close to any window that had already been closed on a championship for Curry. I don't think he leaves. The Warriors are in a tough spot now. Because they are competing. They can run it with anyone. I've said before, if the Spurs see the Warriors in a 7-game series, I'm going to have a heart attack. Curry really deserves better. Jimmy deserves better than that. Don't want to see anyone go down hurt like that, but he was in such good spirits. He had a smirk on his face walking up the court. I don't know if you guys saw the Buddy Hield interaction with him. That was hilarious. He's such a great teammate. Called him locker cancer for years, but he's a really good teammate. And we hope to see Jimmy back later. They're going to need to find like 20 points a game from some buddies. Their role players are going to have to really step it up down the stretch the next half of the season. Because Curry can't drop 40 a game. Not for winning basketball, he can't. So Curry's going to have to probably test his coaching ability for Kerr. If you're Steve Kerr, it's going to test it. How good is Kerr? A lot of people have been talking, and we're going to see how good Kerr is. We'll see what they do, because I think this prompts a move, even if you keep JK. Any sort of move to get even like 5 to 7 points a game from someone more, you know? But, yeah, I think Kuminga still wants to be on the way out, but this might be a reason they don't move him now. This might be their excuse. But prayers up for Jimmy. We'll get a little bit more in-depth into the Warriors lineup. Because Kuminga's not cracking. They're getting points from Moody. Podes is going to have to step up a lot. But Hield, I assume, is going to start getting minutes again. Warriors in a weird spot, man, because like a lot of the players last year are still on the team, but they don't play. There's a few of them, and they have people like Spencer and Post. Yeah, they're gonna need to be getting some points from someone. I don't think it should be another guy. I think they need to get some points from a wing or a big. Just 5 points from a couple players really goes a long way. 5 more points a game. Efficiently, we know they've had their struggles with shooting the ball outside of curve. Really, outside of curve, they've had their struggles. But damn, I really hate to see it. Really hate to see it. Curry's an all-star starter. Curry's been playing really good basketball, and it's gonna be tough grind for them for the next couple months. I wait for Jimmy to recover, I guess, at 36. That could take over a year till he's back. Yeah, Warriors in a really tough spot now. Unfortunately, they were one injury away from everything falling apart, and that might have what's happened, but never know. They got a couple weeks to make a trade, and then hopefully they can be a decent team. And I mean, they're only a couple games out of a playoff spot, still very much alive, which is what really hurts about this. They were starting to turn it around, and Jimmy goes out. Otherwise, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think you would do if you're the GM of the Warriors, and if you're Kerr. What does the rotation look like, Warriors fans? Who's getting more minutes? Is JK getting real minutes? Is Hield getting real minutes? Like, you're going to have to start. If you don't trade, you have to use those guys. And yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess right now in Golden State. It was going good. Now it's a mess. Just one injury, one play changes all that. Otherwise, thank you for watching. My name is B Lutz, and we'll see you in the next episode. I think we're going to talk about the All-Star starters. It's a little content. But that'll be next video. If you made it this far, you're the real MVP. I really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and have a good one.